Today is Thursday, Parashat Vayera. We're learning from Chok L'Israel, from the Halacha Pesukah. Asur lignob afilu kol shehu din Torah. It is forbidden to steal even the most minute amount, and this is a Torah law. This is a law that comes from the Torah, and a person should not think that if it's just something that is very small, doesn't have a lot of value, that it's okay to take. No, even the most minute amount. In French, there was an old saying, qui vole un œuf, vole un bœuf. A person who steals an egg will eventually steal even an ox. And that applies to the workplace, that applies whether it's between a person and another fellow man, or even between a person and a large company. Sometimes people justify taking or cheating if it's a large company. All sorts of situations, even getting on the train without paying or whatever it is forbidden to steal even the most minute amount. That is something that is din Torah asur. Ve'asur lignov afilu derech sechok. And it's forbidden to steal even as a joke. I remember many years ago I knew someone who couldn't find his car, and he was just a friend who wanted to play a trick on him. He took the car and he parked it on another street as a joke. That would be forbidden. That's also considered stealing, even if it's not the intention to take permanently, but just to temporarily take it away. That's also something that is forbidden if it's done as a joke. Va'afilu al menat le'achzir, and even if it was in order to return the object, just temporarily take it away, that's also forbidden. Or kedei leshalem tashlume kefel, or in order to pay the penalty of double payment. In other words, according to Jewish law, if a person steals something and he's caught, there's a penalty. He doesn't admit that he stole, and then he's caught, and we prove that he stole. So if he stole something that's worth 100, he'll have to pay 200 because he pays a double amount as a penalty. Well, even if the person had in mind, he's going to steal to do a favor to that guy, to pay him a double payment. He wants to give him as a gift the extra amount as a penalty. That's still forbidden to steal in that scenario. Or kedei letzaro, or in order to just cause him anguish. That's also forbidden. Hakol asur, everything is forbidden. Kedei shelo yargil atzmo bechach, so that he does not make himself into an accustomed person to do it. In other words, a behavior that could start just as a joke, or a behavior that could start just as something that is temporary, could get the person to become accustomed to doing such an activity, and he will truly steal rather than just as a joke. And even if it's a minute amount, he might steal a minute amount today, and then tomorrow a little bit more, and then end up stealing a lot more. So therefore, a person has to be very careful on even the most minute amount. And this goes in everything in life. There is a concept in Hebrew. The letters of the alphabet go Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet. And I heard a beautiful explanation that takes these letters. Aleph is for Emunah, Bet is for Beracha, Gimel is for Gezel or Gneva, and Dalet is for Dalut. Aleph, Emunah, if a person is trustworthy, if he does his business honestly, if he's honest in his dealings, he will have Beracha, he will have blessings. And if he uses the Gimel for Gneva, for stealing, or Gezel, even if temporarily, he might come out ahead. At the end, it's Dalet, which means Dalut, which is poverty. In the long term, that money that he was able to get away with has no beracha in it, no blessing, and he'll end up being somehow wasted and be to the detriment of that person. Anybody that steals even the minute amount of a pruta, which is a small coin, not very much worth, but still, he transgresses the avera of lo tignovu, of not stealing. V'chayav leshalem, and he has to pay. Whether a person steals from a fellow Jew or from a goy, stealing from a goy is asur. It's a forbidden activity. Cannot say, well, this law applies between Jews. No, it's forbidden to steal from, whether it's from a goy or from a Jew, forbidden. Whether you steal from an adult or from a minor, that's also forbidden. So Even if somebody who's very young, a child, you cannot take something that belongs to him. That would be even as a joke. That would be something that is forbidden. You have a child, he has a toy, you take the toy from him and you hide it away because you want to play and whatever, you want to make it as a joke. That is forbidden. Even if as a joke, it will be forbidden. Even the fact that he's a minor, that makes no difference. איזהו גנב הלוקח ממון אדם בסתר, ואין הבעלים יודעים. אבל אם לקח בגלוי ופרהסיה, אין זה גנב אלא גזלן. So here the halacha goes into the definition of the word ganav. He says in Hebrew the word ganav, a robber, that we give him the title of ganav, is somebody who steals baseter secretly so that the owner does not know. But if he stole from the person, he robbed the person bagalui, in publicly, then he's not called a ganav, he's called a gazlan. And that was the halacha psuka for today. A very important concept to apply even in small, minute things, whether it is at the office or in whatever dealings, to always be honest. And if something does not belong to you, belongs to another person, don't take it. And don't take advantage of another person in situations, even if it's as a joke. And as we do and fulfill these mitzvot, we'll merit many, many blessings. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.